Questions for Klay? First one here on the front.
Hi, Klay. Phil Barber, Press Democrat. Looking at the score sheet, you might conclude that the Cavaliers are determined to limit you and Steph as much as possible and make other guys do the scoring. Does it feel like that's true to you? And if so, are you comfortable with that equation?
Yeah, that sounds correct. I mean, it's felt like that the whole playoffs, and the regular season. But I mean, that's fine. That's obviously how they feel is the best way to win. And obviously had great success last game, but games 1 and 2, you just got to reflect and see, how great everyone else played. You got to take what the defense gives you. If they're gonna try and take away your shot, just be aggressive to get good shots, but don't force anything. And last game, when I watched film, there's a couple shots I probably forced, a couple bad turnovers. Just got to learn from it, though. It's me and Steph will figure it out, but there's no time to press and try to get our numbers. I mean, like Coach Kerr said, it's a team game, and if they're going to take away what we do, other guys are going to step up, and they proved they have in the past. So it's going to be fun.
On the left, Ron.
Klay, Ron Kreutzig, San Francisco Chronicle. Yesterday you said you'd take today to kind of rest. How's your thigh feel? What will you do today? And do you still feel the way you did about that play? You had some pretty strong words last night, and watching it, it seemed it didn't seem like he stick his knee out on the replay. But what do you think now?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just going to ride the bike today, try and get it loose, but it's just sore. It's one of those injuries where it doesn't really hold you back, but it's just there and it's nagging. I mean, a lot of guys got those at this point of the year, so you got to play through it. But as I watched the replay, it might have just been bad luck too, knee to the thigh never feels good. I mean, I don't think he meant to do it maliciously, but usually when, someone sets a screen, you usually do it with your chest or something, but I'm not going to hold a grudge. It's basketball. Just got to play through it and just get right, and I'll be good for tomorrow.
Again on the left.
On what CSN Bay Area, what are they doing defensively to take space away from you and Steph? And you also mentioned watching video and maybe taking shots that you didn't want. I also heard you after game saying you guys want to be more assertive. How do you balance that line between being patient for the right shots, but also wanting to assert yourselves in this series?
I think they're just trying to run me and Steph up the three-point line as much as possible, and understandably so. Obviously, we can both get hot from there, so we realize that we might have better success, going to the rim or finding a teammate on the backside, or, just trying to play make, because they're doing a good job of stopping our initial action. At least they did in Game 3 from the, top of the key with that ball screen. So for me, I watched the film, and I kind of regret taking, maybe 6 jump shots to start the game. I realized I had some good success going to the rim, and, I realized in my pro career that if you get to the rim early, it's going to open up your jump shot. So I'm just going to look forward to being more aggressive tomorrow night and not just settling for jumpers, because it's easy when you can shoot well. So it's not about settling at this point. It's about trying to go out there and make the right play.
Ramona.
Ramona Shelburne, ESPN. Last night, Steve Kerr sat in here and said, we came out soft. And it's not the kind of thing that he normally says, but what did you guys in the locker room take him to mean when he said we came out soft?
I mean, Coach is right. We did, and anytime a team is up 33-14 on you in the first quarter, that's pretty soft of us. Obviously, give them credit. They got some incredible shot makers, and they came out with a sense of desperation. But we can't expect to just show up here, and that's on us. That's on our starting lineup. But we'll respond tomorrow. I mean, we've done it the whole year, and the best part about this team is everyone is so competitive that we're all embarrassed for Game 3. We really are. So, we're going to have a better showing tomorrow, and I really believe that.
Any other questions? Last 2 on the left side.
Klay, Michael Grange from Sportsnet in Toronto. Being criticized is part of being a pro athlete, I've been told.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
How do you learn? What is your strategy to kind of block that out when it starts coming? Or do you block it out? Do you read it? What do you do?
I mean, if you're going to read the good stuff, you know, you got to have the strength to read the bad stuff too. So that's a part of our job. I mean, you get paid a lot of money, you get criticized. To me, it's not that big a deal because I've learned, you know, it can change every game. We're up 2-0 and everything's feeling great, you know, and then you lose a game and, you know, it seems like the world's falling apart. But we realize that, you know, it is a big deal that the way we came out Game 3, but we can learn from it and you can take the bright side of every situation. Obviously, me and Steph have not been the most efficient from the field as you want, and we're still up 2-1. So that's a good sign, and you got to give the rest of our team a ton of credit. Our bench has been tremendous this series, and I mean, I expect that production from them the rest of the series just because they've been so great all year. It's why we've had such a great season. It's our depth. So you kind of just shrug it off and realize that it's our job. I mean, we get paid to get criticized and praised, and you just live with it. You know, it makes you stronger, and you got to embrace the challenge of digging deep, and find a way to win. It might not be pretty, but at this point in the year, nothing's going to come easy. So, just like I said before, got to dig deep.
Thank you.
Last one, back left.
Clay, Davide Chinellato, NBA Italy. Do you think you're going to change something in your game personally in Game 4, learning from what you know, what went wrong in Game 3?
Yeah, probably not just. It's a good question. I haven't watched a ton of film yet. I have watched some offensive clips, but today I'm going to use today to watch film. I can't give you all my secrets, though, man. You know, I know the Cavs are watching, so but I will make adjustments, especially on the offensive end and on defense. You know, I thought, I mean, obviously Kyrie was in a great flow last game. We can't, you know, give him those three-point shots he was getting. You know, you forget how good a shooter he is, and you just got to make everything tough on him. And we got to limit to what, you know, their other guys do besides LeBron and Kyrie. You know, Jefferson, Thompson, Smith had way too big of an impact that we wanted them to have. And if we're going to win, we can't have everyone on their team playing well, especially in the home court.
Thank you, Klay.